Hello again, and welcome to this edition of Silver Sneakers Boom Muscle. I had to have a prostate surgery done about 10 days ago, so I'm on a lifting restriction, no significant heavy weights, and no hard exertion, no jumping, blah blah for the next few weeks. So today I was going to discuss a couple conditions we seniors face. One of them is called sarcopenia, which is a loss of muscle mass. You lose strength, muscle fibers as you age. Currently, we don't really know the cause of this. We don't really know how to prevent it or to overcome it. There's some suggestion in the medical literature that resistance training on a regular basis can at least slow the progression of this loss of strength. Maybe adding some additional branched chain amino acids to your diet might help with this. But at this point, it's one of these processes of aging that is quite discouraging and seems to be inevitable, at least for the time being. The other issue has to do with chronic muscle injuries and arthritis. I've suffered rotator cuff tears in both my shoulders. I've had them repaired each, but the tears have recurred. Currently, in my right shoulder, I've lost the tendon to the supraspinatus and the infraspinatus, and on the left shoulder, my supraspinatus is weak. So I'm going to go through a series of exercises first to assess where I am as far as this weakness and how to rehabilitate. The muscles that are torn, or the tendons that are torn, can't be rehabilitated. They're not attached, they won't reattach. Without surgery, at my age, nearly 70, it's unlikely to be of much benefit. So the strategy is to try to get the muscles that are intact to take over for the ones that aren't, make them stronger, and to take over those functions. The function of the rotator cuff is to stabilize the shoulder when the bigger muscles, the pecs, delts, lats, trapezius, move the shoulder around, which have a tendency to overpower those smaller muscles, but very important for throwing sports and for general lack of pain in shoulder movement. So let me go through first an assessment of where I am. I did a similar assessment about a month ago, and I want to see if I've improved. So to start, very light dumbbell in each hand. I'm going to sit down so I minimize any of my lower body movements and just do a shoulder press. Aiming towards about 5 repetitions on each side. I'm going to get progressively heavier weights as we continue this exercise. For a senior doing a shoulder press, we don't want to lift directly overhead, but somewhat forward to minimize problems with the shoulders. So I gauge this if I can still see the dumbbell in my peripheral vision while I'm looking straight ahead. It's in a good position. If it's too high up overhead and it's out of my vision, then that's potentially dangerous for the shoulders. So 3 pounds, they're equal both sides, doing pretty well. £4. I'm struggling on the right side. Left side seems okay. This was a maximum I could lift a couple months ago. Okay, let's go to 5 pounds. Definitely struggling on the right. 6 pounds on the left. No problem. Jump up to 8 pounds. Still pretty good. Let's try 10. And I think probably max out at 12. Okay, so 12 is what I can do on the left. Essentially twice what I can on the right. So I'm going to continue to work on trying to rehabilitate and strengthen my right side. We'll go through a series of exercises using a band towards that goal. So our first exercise is going to be external rotation. You want to kind of keep the elbow tight against your side. And one way to do this is to put a towel in your armpit. Grab a light band and go out to the side and across your body. This is called internal rotation. Other direction, from across your body towards opening up. External rotation. This is the one where the infraspinatus and teres minors are most important. Other side. It's internal rotation, going from outside to inside. And external rotation. Exercise to strengthen the supraspinatus muscle. I like to stand on the band, 1 or 2 feet, and lift. My arm is at a 45-degree angle with my thumb up. And you don't need to go any higher than horizontal. Slow and controlled. And the other side. Other exercises to strengthen the rotator cuff and rehabilitate those muscles. Do a row. And you want to contract hips. You can do this as a lat pull. Final exercise, and stand on the band, bring your arm up horizontal, and try and lift, trying to keep the elbow stable, lifting against the band. This is similar to external rotation in a slightly different orientation. So those are the basic exercises I'm working on to strengthen what I have left of my rotator cuff and the other muscles to try and take over their function. I'll plan on posting a similar video in a couple months to see if I can make progress, or at least not lose anything anymore. Thank you for watching. See you next time.